What's up and good morning everyone, welcome back to another video. We got a Porsche Panamera in for a full detail interior and exterior, and today I want to talk about like what the difference is between a full detail on like this vehicle rather than a vehicle like the Sentra over there or like this Audi. Also, the giveaway is live on Instagram. I don't know if you saw my post that I did, but I told you guys it would start last Monday and it's gonna end next Monday. I might push that date over because I have not posted anything on on YouTube for you guys to know that the giveaway has started. But head over to the Instagram, Genesis Detailing. It's free to enter, and we're giving away a lot of supplies and products that like we always use. So like I put together all my favorite towels and products and I put them in a bucket, and that's what I'm giving away to you guys. So stay tuned. Well, not stay tuned. Enter. Alright, so right off the bat, a full detail on this car. So this Porsche is garaged at all times, and I do a lot of upkeeping on it. So what we're going to do is clean up the inner barrels, all the wheel faces, undercarriage. Then for the paint, it's probably not going to need a clay bar because it's garaged and like he washes it once a week. So we're just going to do a nice wash, and if it does need a clay bar in certain areas, we'll obviously touch that up. Then we're going to throw a nice sealant on it instead of a wax. The sealants last longer, more like a 6-month protection rather than 2 to 3 months. Alright, so once we complete the outside, we're going to move on to the interior, and I did do a full ceramic coating on the interior, so it should be really easy to clean. And it's been about like 6 months or to a year. So we're just going to pull the leather back, vacuum up all the cracks and crevices, pull the carpets out, scrub them down, then go on and dust all the vents, clean up the door jambs, etc. So for a full detail on like this car, it wouldn't need as much work as a full detail like that car. That car needs polishing, that car needs a lot more heavy work, while this one just is a basic, you know, clay wax with a lot of like the meticulous details, not the heavy duty work. So enough talking. Jake is over here bored, can't really start. So let's get this video going. Alright, so the Porsche has been washed, decontaminated. So after the wash, you can kind of feel the paint. It does not need to be clayed, it just needs to be very waxed. It's very dry. So we're going to move on to the wheels and make them nice and finalized and clean. No more water. So if you look in the inner barrel, they're clean. It makes a nice final appearance. And don't worry about the rotors. When you're washing a car and using all these cleaners and stuff, the rotors do get a little like rusted almost looking, but the minute you hit the brakes again for half a second, it scrapes at a rotor and makes it brand new again. So if you do see that, any sort of yellowing, do not stress about it, do not freak out. It's normal, it always happens. So what we're going to do now is dry off the car, work on the windows, then we're going to use a choice of sealant. And for this car, we're going to be using CarPro Reload. Alright, so as I mentioned that the seats are ceramic coated, so we diluted our leather and interior cleaner, and Jacob is just lightly scrubbing them down using the leather and interior cleaner and just getting all the oils off it, making it a lot easier. So you can tell that the back seats have not been used much and they're still basically new. The coating is still doing its job. The whole point of the leather coating is to prevent any jean dye stain. So like, I don't know if you guys ever seen it before, but when you get like brand new blue jeans and you sit on like a nice clean seat like this, that blue jean, especially when they're new, will stain the leather, and when it stains the leather, it is impossible to bring back to life. You have to get it re-dyed, and that by doing a full coating on the seats like this, it prevents any sort of dye from transferring over. And for the carpets over here, look at those beautiful carpet stripes. You got that one, you got this one. And what I'm using for that is Adams carpet and upholstery cleaner with the Adams carpet brush. So I soak the entire carpet after a thorough vacuum. So I'll show you guys on this one. So you soak the entire carpet, then you grab your brush, scrub it all in, get it foam and agitated, grab a interior towel and wipe off all that dirt and give it a nice final vacuum as well. Then you can add your carpet stripes to it. So as I said, grab your carpet and upholstery cleaner, soak it, grab your carpet brush, and like I said, these carpets aren't that dirty. You just want to bring the bristles back to life, and that's how you can add these stripes. After adding the carpet stripes, gives a nice final professional look, and the carpets are nice and new again. So once the seats are all clean using the leather cleaner, we're going to move on to the dash and display, all behind the steering wheel, get all the nooks and crannies in that using our interior detail by Adams Polishes and a new green towel. Not the same one used on the leather because it's going to leave some grime and stuff behind. So you're going to grab the towels, fold it into a fours like as Jacob is doing. Put a couple sprays on the towel itself. Do not spray it onto all that stuff. You get a lot of overspray. So spray it on the towel. Then you're lightly wipe the surfaces. Let's show them this door real quick. The door, yeah. So you can see how it leaves like a little bit of shine behind. Then it starts to fade away. So what I normally like to do is grab a second towel, as I have one on the hood, and I like to follow it behind it and buff off the remains. Pull the handle out, get inside all that stuff. So this is the difference between a detail and a car wash. So every time you go to a car wash, they're just into the surfaces. The whole point of a good detail is pulling the stuff out, getting in all the dust and dirt behind all that stuff, getting in between like the handles and all that, the buttons. That is what makes a good detail a good detail. Also, when you're detailing the interior of a car, it is very necessary to have like the proper tools and supplies. And my favorite thing that makes a difference is a crevice tool for your vacuum, aka like a very slim profile. You can like get this thing into every single square inch of the vehicle. And I'll show you a part that a lot of people miss that I notice stands out is when you open the door and the first thing you look at is right here by like all the seat adjustments. People miss this all the time. What did you say over there?
Jacob doesn't miss it.
Exactly. Jacob, when he first started, he did miss this, and I always pointed it out to him.
No.
Another thing Jacob misses all the time is the trunk.
No.
Jacob always misses the trunk.
A mistake. That is false.
So I'm doing a thing with Jacob that if I see him vacuuming the car and he doesn't vacuum the trunk, I'm gonna remind him and take off a little chunk of his paycheck every time we do this. That's a new game we're doing. Because every time we're doing the car, Jacob literally leaves the trunk alone. I'm like, Jacob, trunk. He's like, oh shit, sorry. So that's what I'm gonna start doing. He did do the trunk on this one. I saw him laughing and he got up and I was like, what are you doing? He's like, oh, the trunk. I'm like, okay, good. But yeah, cracks and crevices. That crevice tool gets in all the nooks and crannies again, and that's what makes your detail stand out. Alright, and just like that, about a couple hours later, the Porsche is now completely all finished and is nice and clean. So what we did to recap is a nice wash, decontaminate without having to use any clay barring, because like I said, this car was garaged. So the wheels, got all the inner barrels clean and wiped down, brake caliper cleaned up. The paint is polished out to perfection. We use the spray wax using Carport Reload, which is a spray sealant. All the windows are streak free, dried and clean. Same with the roof, panoramic sunroof. But that is all I got for you guys today. If you guys did like this video, give me a nice thumbs up, press subscribe, stick around for more detailing clips. And if you have not entered the giveaway, go to Instagram and submit. It is free. My Instagram is Genesis Detailing. I'll put the link down below. And I'll put a link to all the products I use. But for now, thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Peace out.